was green, we're flying. Steam puffs in the air. Through the hills and across the line, we'll get you there. It's a train chugging along, singing our railroad song. Whistles blow, hear the sound as we travel town to town. Here we go.
Hello everyone. I know this is very strange and out of the blue. Quite unusual really, considering I don't talk very much on this channel. But considering the channel has hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very thankful for, I feel it's appropriate to explain to you all why I've been absent and why I don't upload very often. And a lot of you are probably confused and probably think that I abandoned the channel out of nowhere. That's just not the case. I just really work a lot. I've overworked myself. That's been the situation for the past almost year now. I think ever since I've announced season 2. Before season 2 started, I wasn't working at where I am currently. I was working somewhere else, and I was able to manage the channel and work. But when I had transitioned over to the new job, it started to become almost impossible, and a lot of stuff that I had promised unfortunately got swept underneath the rug, and I wasn't able to keep up. I became more and more tired, and the more and more stuff that we had planned slipped my mind, and I honestly feel bad about that, and I apologize to anyone who's been waiting so long. All the stuff that I promised is still on the way. Just the mental strain I've had trying to balance work and the channel has left me mentally drained, I'll be honest. Sometimes, and I've thought to myself, do I really want to do this anymore? Each time it would seem like I had a glimpse of hope, like I would come back to the channel, I would get drawn back to work. I've always been a huge fan. And unfortunately, I've never really had the money to have the same collection that I used to have to film videos how I wish I could. The whole reason why I started with Train Sim World was because it was all I really had access to at the time. So my liveries were my only way of making my Thomas content. But as I started to work these heavy hours, I started to be able to afford more and more stuff. And even now I'm able to start collecting more and more Thomas stuff. I'm happy that I'm expanding my collection because now I can start putting out better Thomas content for everyone. Trust me, I've seen the comments of people saying, the engines aren't accurate, stuff like that. But the videos that I've promised, deliveries that I've promised, everything that was promised to you all is still on the way. And we have much more planned to make up for what we've missed, because we've missed a lot. So much to make up for, but sorry about that. But I've missed a lot, and I would like to thank the ones who've supported me and checked up on me, made sure I was all right the entire time. I would love to explain everything in one sitting, but I'm very tired, unfortunately. Haven't been getting much sleep. Some days I stay up entire days sometimes. I don't get much sleep. It always bothers me when I promise something to someone and I'm never able to deliver on that. I know I'm not obligated to give anyone anything, but for me, a promise is a promise. And I always plan on delivering on that promise. Probably when I've had more sleep and had time to sort out everything, I can sit down and explain the channel. Well, just explain everything, but I just wanted to make this video to thank everyone for 1,000 subscribers. I never expected the channel to blow up as much as it did. It kind of got out of hand because my original thing that I was going for was that every 100 subscribers, I was going to release a celebration, which, looking back at it now in hindsight, wasn't the brightest idea. But I thought I could keep up. But when we had gotten around to making the Timothy video, which I'll have to explain in a later date, because that entire story, like the entire production story of that, was just, it's something that it needs to be told. That's a story for another day. Once again, thank you everyone for 1,000 subscribers, and I'm sorry if I sound disoriented or out of it. I've really been working a lot. I promise when I'm much more rested, I'll make much more sense. But right now, I'm so tired. Thank you all, and good night or good morning.